So, hello everyone, in this video we're gonna do the money from the warning. I first started out listening to the money, which I thought was live, but it was like something else. I can edit it live, I guess. So I was like, screw it, we're gonna also watch the live right, of money, and we're gonna compare them. And I think it's a pretty interesting video in that sense. Also, this time then, I think I fixed the audio a bit. Also, last time, that was the first time I listened to the warning live, and I had like my older music video, settings and the ABS and so on. So the song was too low compared to my voice or whatever. Right? So this time, I'm going to do it exactly like everyone that was mean to me in the comment section or telling me to do it, right? So we're gonna see, leave a comment below if what you prefer, guys. Anyway, let's check out then of course the warning money, and then also the live version of the money. Okay, let's break it down then. This part of the auction thing. Yeah, this board is great, right? You can also see the ACDC shirt there. Just inspiration there, definitely, for this band. No, but it's like, Thunderstrike. That's what I feel. No, but seriously, those actually remind me of that. When I see this ACDC shirt, yeah. There's a pretty good rock song there, right? Building up that, auction house thing, right? Going once, going twice. There's a good build-up. Then the powerful music starts playing there, right? Or a more, bass tongue, more drum tongue thing, right? So definitely really enjoy that. Here, right there, good chorus bit. is her voice again, right? As always, very, very powerful. She's a really powerful voice, right? And it does really perfectly align itself with the drumming, right? You know, like it has this. But so I think some singers, like when you're seeing, they have trouble like harmonizing or perhaps overcoming like a heavy bass or a heavy drum, right? But yeah, this is really. Her voice is in my last video about Shock. It's it really hits those, you know, the powerful notes there. That kind of comes through with the thing. Very large stage here. Now is this thing, guys. I am a little confused, so please explain in the comments below, right? Because, you know, I'm like, okay, listen to the live or not. This one, I don't know. Like, is it a music video? Because it's linked as just the warning, the money, right? Just to say particular, you know, arena or whatever. But then it looks used to be recorded in the stage thing, so it makes me a little bit confused what this count as. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a music video, right? I would say it's like a live performance, clearly. But it does feel a little more like maybe edited. Is that it? Because, you know, obviously there are two different things, right? You can have a live performance where you play your song, obviously, right? That's it, right? And then you have, of course, like an edited version, which you also might add on other sound effects or whatnot, right? And also, of course, you have edited version where you have like several different performances. That's pretty common back in the past. You know, when I was young and we were doing our own music videos and so on, and, you know, editing me and my best friend, right, for stuff like both our band but also similar stuff. Then it was very common, I think it's like early 2000, late 90s, that you had like, you know, 5-6 performance, right, that you put the different scenes. Oh, that was cool when you jumped at that time, and then we took with this guy when he was doing the drum thing, but then you know, so you had like different actual performances, right? You had like 5 or 6 or whatever different ones, and you tried to edit them to make it look like cool. And I think we were very heavily inspired by, you know, I was huge into growing up at Tony Hawk, Pro Skater. My best friend was really into Yak and so on, right? I think we're very heavily influenced by those skater videos, right? That we grew up watching. You can put in, you know, different tricks or whatever, and put the music over. That's kind of our feel to it. So it's again, like I said, early 2000, late 90s. The kind of skater music videos was our inspiration for our like punk rock videos, definitely. You know what I think about it though? I looked at the video again. And maybe there's a difference here. This is what I'm guessing here now then, but I don't actually hear the audio as much in the video. So for example, in you know, Shock Live, right, it was more like, you know, you can see the chant, you see everyone, you hear the ambience, right, from the audience. In this one, I don't actually hear the audience, so I do feel that's more. I mean, it might just be the recording itself, but I think that's a little bit more, yeah, like an edited version. We can get different than a live thing, right? Here on the money, did I really watched it, I was like, yeah, that's true. You don't really hear them singing or chanting or anything like that. They're really part of the same. Yeah, it is not same editing as in like live, as in live Shock. Definitely not. I need to check it out quickly. Is there like a money live? Yeah, as I expected, I was right in the money there. Good joke. no, but seriously, yeah, I did realize that, okay, this is actually, it's a difference. Yeah, I'll guess it correctly that, yes, this one instead, live from Pepsi Center, even though the other one also was a live performance, right, but it wasn't actually used live, edited live, right, yeah. This one here, you actually hear everyone in the audience, yeah, so. I mean, this is where you can feel it mostly, right? But you really can do feel for the last maybe 10 seconds before this part that the audience is clearly singing along or chanting along. It feels much more like an actual, yeah, like everyone is into it, right? So, what do you think about that? I don't know. But like I said, when I rewatched the other one twice, then I hear it now. Or I don't hear it, rather, right? Because, yeah, now it's like, yeah, this is definitely a big difference here. From like the typical, you know, stage performance, live performance feel to it, absolutely. But especially this part here down at just before a minute, like 48, 50 seconds, this region, right? This kind of is before the chorus starts, and you hear everyone kind of like, yes, here we go, right? I think she just looks happy this one too, yeah. And I said it in my show live as well. I think she looks really happy she's drumming. And I don't know why that would be a thing, but I think she looks way happier during this live performance than the other one before. But they were both recorded in, like, you know, during a live stage, so to speak, right? Because like I said in the last video, I think usually you see most artists, they're happier during the live performance than, you know, in like a musical video, in some kind of stage, right, with some green screens or whatever. You know what I mean? It obviously gives them as well a different feel, you know, of course, right? Like a lot of music videos are performed, you know, in like a green stage or some kind of whatever set piece you built, right? And you don't get the exact same emotion, the same drive, the same feeling as, of course, performing in for everyone live. So usually I think we see this kind of thing where, you know, like the whatever, this case the drummer then is much more happier, right, when she's like at the actual live stage compared to like a music video.
Soldier, so that's how it works. We're human after all. Are you worth your weight in gold? Going once, going twice. Sound, it's all about that.
This one has money falling down a lot more. Honestly, this one looks way better than the other one. Yeah, this is a great scene here. I didn't see. Did I miss the last one? I don't think so. I think the other money version didn't have actual money for. Not like this at least. But it was very clear that throwing down like, obviously real money now, but obviously fake Monopoly money, right? But yeah, that was a good detail there when she went over that. And also, this one had just general better lighting. If you back a bit, yeah, I think this one has a lot better lighting actually. You know, obviously the seats behind them lights up, right? Because in the other performance, it was just basically a sheet to kind of, you know, center it better. But in this one here, this one you actually have more lighting effects, right? So now when they was throwing the money, this thing lit up. It's obviously like, you know, money signs here, right? So yeah, this one actually is a lot better, I think, than the other one. Well, that was my time in the first one. This one is much better. Nice. Also the money sound, yeah, the kaching sound here in the end of it. Yeah, that was a good detail. Okane there, flying up, right? But this was better. I think it was actually quite much better, this live thing here. When I went to, obviously I was on YouTube, whatever, I was on YouTube. And when I went to it, I just went like, okay, let's take the next most popular song people have mentioned, right? The other Monday was the first thing to appear on YouTube, so I was like, okay, this is a song people were referring to. But yeah, I think this one here from live Pepsi Center definitely was better. But I think it's several things, and I'm actually surprised. Maybe the other one is older, or actually, I'm wrong that it's probably actually the center itself, the arena itself, right? But this one just looks a lot better too. I don't think it's about like the audience or whatever, right? Or the money falling down, which is a nice detail. But like I said earlier, the lightning sitting here, the purple thing around her now, this just looks like a lot better actual stadium or arena or amphitheater, or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? The actual like stage looks a lot better and has like more functionality, right? So it also made this performance better, regardless of the actual singer. I'm sorry, people hate me now. No, but you know what I mean. Like they actually, like, we go back a little bit here. So I mentioned earlier, right? But I do really love this scene here when you do see the green mighty dollar, right? You know, the dollars, the money, the bills, of course, behind them. Stuff like this looks a lot better here in this live stage. And of course, when I hear this thing and money, I keep thinking about this classic TV show. This, of course, the scene, right? Just a finger thing, and you can feel the build up. You hear the audience again, second time in this live performance. But it's also a good feel to it, right? When you have that kind of the presence, right? It's always nice feeling when the artist not only are, so to speak, performing, which sounds obvious, but I mean, performing is that you're also doing something, and you feel the groove, right? You feel the audience, you feel kind of the tempo. That, of course, why live is different than a typical music video, because no single live is the same as another live, right? Because maybe it feels like everyone is more hyped up, so just sing faster. Next time it's more slower build up, right? So that's why we go to different bands, right? They can, of course, alter this thing, depending on how it feels. And sometimes when you perform, right? I think more, I have to admit now, more from a lecture standpoint than a music standpoint, because I used to be a university lecturer or whatever, on the video, but sometimes you kind of want to just get people up, you want to rally up the audience, like, come on, like, wake up kind of thing. Also sometimes you want to, come on, like, do this thing. And so, like, I really like how she kind of feels that she's really she's very attuned, I feel, with the actual people there, right? But anyway, guys, if you subscribe, slap button, have a great day.